Guys, this is part 2 of what I had uploaded the day before. So anyway, now I'll be showing what will happen if the British Raj, not the British Raj, basically the 7 nations of the Indian subcontinent, if they unified, what kind of an empire could they create? So here, it's going to be like any other mapping video that I made before, basically the US mapping video. It's going to be just like that, but it's going to be a unified nation because I was first thinking of making India separately, but then I realized that there will be a very large, there's a huge difference over there. So I wouldn't like to cause any controversial videos to be made on this channel. Anyways, so let me share. Basically, it will be a union of India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Bhutan, and Nepal. So right away, the first nation, I think, is present day. So it doesn't look. This is not a very possible union, but if it happens, and this is still modern day, so the Taliban has taken over Afghanistan entirely, and Myanmar was liberated for this union to be formed by India. Right away, the first nation that will be attacked or that will invade India, I think it will be invade India, will be Afghanistan, and that too in its Taliban form. I'll just unify this corridor. Give me a second. It's a little difficult to do it. I'll just quickly zoom in and do that. I think that's enough. All right. So now the war instantly starts, and this is going to be an easy Indian victory. Even though it's Afghanistan, the graveyard of empires, it will still take a little while for them to win, but it will still be an easy victory. Because the country is currently facing a very bad economic crisis, just as bad as every other nation facing it. So instantly, the Wakhan corridor that connects China and Afghanistan will be taken over, and there will be a direct war going on. Now, this border will not change that quickly because there will be a stalemate of Taliban troops and this new Indian Union troops, and the stalemate will take a while to break until the Afghan Taliban tries to push in. It goes very miserably though because they get pushed back and out, and then India starts, and then this unified India starts its push. I'm saying unified India because India is the biggest nation out of all the nations here, but you can call it whatever you want because I'm just saying unified India. The war goes smoothly for a while. Then sometime later, the country gets cut up. First of all, the southern side fails, and then the northern side fails. And then this small little region where the Taliban is hiding out, it also falls. So this is now how the new borders look. And India receives its very first ally in this war, Iran. And that makes sense also because Iran and India have had a historic friendship, and so have Pakistan and India and Iran. Yeah, this is the first ally. So yeah, some time passes, and then it's time for second war. And this war starts off with the PRC. Now in this war, Iran has to help, but it's very confusing how they're going to help. So they will march their troops in through India, through the Afghan region up north, and then they'll get into the Chinese. So they'll take some time for them to get there. And up till then, India will be defending. And then it will also start making a few advances into the PRC. Slow advances, but not very, because the PRC is also a very well militarized country. I would like to say this, that this scenario is very much impossible, because first of all, India will this Indian Union is not going to be is not so possible, because there are rivalries going on in this region, and also because India is a very peace loving country, and I don't think it will want to form an empire, because India had faced 200 years of colonialism by the British. This is clearly for entertainment purposes only. Now, why now Iranian troops get to the border, and they also make their slow advance? They keep on fighting in the north while India maintains the south. And by here, India gets to the sea region, I mean basically the coastal region of China, and starts seizing its coastal ports and the one island of Hainan down south. And while India is doing well in the south, Iran also starts doing well up in the north by taking a large portion of land and surrounding the Chinese troops and people in here. This region is taken out by Iran. Now, seeing all the losses going on, the PRC decides to sue for peace. And this is also not very possible, because the PRC has a history, has this, the region of China also and the PRC both have a history of warfare with their neighbors. So it's very unlikely that the Chinese will want to have peace. Drawing these borders takes a little while, so please give me a little time. Also, to let you know again, this I'm just making these few videos in advance, because I'm also gonna start working on types of students in online classes. The first video I had put like 3 months ago for the part two of it, because I left on a cliffhanger. Not a cliffhanger, basically I did not complete it. So they're gonna be at least I'm gonna make at least 2 to 3 parts for it. And if I'm gonna make more, I'll let you guys know. Also, after that, I'm gonna be starting working on a new series entirely. And I'm just gonna give you guys a hint. It's gonna be about the EU. So keep ready for that. Also, I'll completely appreciate if you share my videos with your friends or family or anybody who likes country balls and mapping videos. Because I want this channel to grow. So please, if you have anybody who would like to watch my videos, then please think about sharing. Yes. So up till here is what the PRC will own. But along with this, I'll draw their new borders also. Because Mongolia will also receive some land. It stayed neutral and didn't do any warfare, but it'll be given land so that the Chinese can face punishment. As they were the ones who started this war. It was not India who started this war, it was the Chinese. Obviously, the PRC's government, not the Chinese people, the PRC's government. So Mongolia will get a little more land, and this is what the PRC will now own. Also, there will be a little bit of land puppeted by India, so that this region, Tibet, and a little bit more will be puppeted. and the rest of it will be given its own independent rule with the new government placed, so that this country does not decide to declare war. This whole region will be given to Taiwan as a new ROC, or the new Republic of China. So that's that. So this is how much the empire has grown, and their new ally. Now the new ally of Iran will basically Iran needs to move its people and troops. In mobility won't be this easy, which is why India decides to sell a little portion of its land. This northern portion, which includes mostly Afghanistan, will be sold to Iran so that it can move its troops and people through. Yeah. So this is the newest part of the empire. Now there'll be one more third country that will be taken out before it's the end of these wars. One second. Yeah. And after long and hard thought, please do not get offended. It is thought to invade. No one. I was just kidding. So now this is how much the empire will grow in its phase, and after this, neither India will invade anybody, and nobody will invade India. So the borders are looking very funky, and I'm sorry if your country surrendered or something, but here's how the empire grows. Please don't get offended. This is clearly for entertainment purposes. Thank you. Thank you.